Hey y'all, what's up? It's Parthenex here. There's a cat. There's another cat. That's it for the video. But just wanted to make an update because I'm effing stupid and got tea spilled on my computer. It was just sent out through FedEx today to get sent to them to get fixed. I'm hoping that they don't go, we're going to make it so that we're literally just giving you a different computer so that we can fix this one and sell it, to someone else, kind of thing. Like like I wouldn't notice, kind of thing, and then just clear the hard drive and do nothing with it. Which is how I'm kind of expecting it to go. I've been very pissed off today, and because it's the last day of my entire summer, and the one person I could have hung out with today never called me. And it's way past the time that they would be here. And I think they just picked up someone to go bring them back home, which means that that's the end of the time that I had. Well, if it's not 3:30 right now, which I'm actually going to walk over to look at a clock. It is almost 3:30 right now, so if I call them, I have 9 minutes to hang out with them, which means that they would be like here in like 4, leave, and then probably be here for a minute, then leave, so they could be there on time. That's not really much, is it? So, if you can hear the fucking fish tank in the background, I'm sorry. And I'm sorry for swearing, but I'm just not happy today. I'm not. This is not a good day. This is not a good day, and this is not okay, because I managed to screw over my channel for probably what'll be the next while. Because right now as well, guess what I'd be doing? I'd be hosting D&D to record for you guys, because my favorite D&D is still going on. The normal D&D. At the moment, I haven't really started the other two. I haven't put up any of the other two. I can't put them up because I think because of the way I screwed over my computer with the Space D&D, I think I have to start that over. And luckily, the Pokemon D&D hasn't started. But anyways, I don't know. There were videos for the past week. I think Friday and Saturday video that never went out because I never put them out because I was too busy laying on my butt all freaking for 2 nights. I had 2 nights to do it. I had Wednesday night and I had Thursday night to put up the Friday video and Saturday video. But no, what did I do? I put up the Monday, I put up the Tuesday video, put up the Wednesday video, and then sat on my butt after putting up the Thursday video on Wednesday night. And then, instead of adding the other 2, I decided, let me just do that tomorrow night, and went to bed. The thing is, I was trying to stay up to try to fix my sleeping schedule so I could, be tired, still hang out with people so that I could do stuff, because I'd be awake early enough, because I was waking up at, 11 earlier this week. Well, actually, last week was when I was waking up at 11. But, let me just tell you, you guys, just so you guys know what was going on, is that for the longest time I was telling myself I have 2 weeks of school before school starts for me. A whole week blew by because I did nothing. And then when I realized that, it was already Wednesday of the last week, and that was this past Wednesday when I realized there is no time left. And all I did was sit on my butt the entire time. I could have done with stuff with people, but no, what did I do? I was like, oh, they're too busy. And, I understand. This past weekend, I had fun. This past weekend. This Sunday, I'm not saying this weekend, this week, I also did have fun last night, because I went and hung out with people because of someone's birthday. I went there. But last weekend, I went to a all-day party thing on the beach, and then the next day went fishing. And don't get me wrong, I may not have caught anything, but it was still cool to go fishing. It was nice and bright and early in the morning. The water was beautiful. The water was nice. The guy we went with caught a bunch of stuff. He caught some ray. He caught a ray, I think, and then caught some skates and fish. We didn't keep any of them, obviously, because he's not a... Well, actually, I shouldn't say obviously. You guys don't know him. But he just kind of did that. So that's the situation that's been going on for the past few days, is that I've been literally doing absolutely nothing for the past 2 weeks after doing that to my computer last Thursday. Here it is. Here it is this Sunday. Like, literally, this happened Thursday. Freaked out about it on Friday. Didn't have anything to do. Late day Friday, I put down my mom's computer to watch YouTube. And I did the same thing that I've been doing the whole week. Except for last night when I left, yesterday when I left my house at freaking, like, 9 something to get to someone's house at 10. But then we walked back, stayed here till like 12 something, almost 1, I think. Then walked back to his house. Then went to a party that lasted till about 12:30 last night. And then I screwed up and I didn't stay up. I fell asleep. I woke up way too late, which means that now I'm gonna be tired tomorrow because I'm gonna have to get up in the middle of when I've been sleeping, which means I'm gonna have 3 hours of sleep, and then I'm gonna be so anxious I'm gonna be unable to make videos. If my computer comes back within the next few days, which I don't know when it's coming back, or when I'm getting it back, it's going to be, I'm going to be super stressed in the videos. The video's going to be like 10 minutes long, so please expect, shorter videos for now, because I'm going to be trying to catch up. I'm going to be, in all honesty, I did have fun making the first video. That was that Monday video that came out recently that I said was the first video I recorded being back in California. I had fun doing that one because I was showing off stuff I did, but in all honesty, the rest of the series, I have no clue. Like the forest one, I had no clue what I was doing because it had been so long since I touched the world. So that was the thing. I should have totally played a little bit in each of them, and instead of restricting myself from doing so. So next year there's gonna be stuff that changes. There's gonna be like a building or so that's built in Minecraft worlds, or there's gonna be what I did in the forest world over the summer. And that wasn't even long into the summer. Like right after I finished recording the summer, that extra video that I put out of the forest, that was it. That was what I was showing off, because during the summer I decided, hey, why don't I just show this off? Because that's what I did before we left. It was like maybe a day or so before, I think I said. That was when I finished doing what I did in the forest. Then I didn't touch any of the worlds after, and instead of, like having fun and stuff, I watched YouTube. Too much YouTube, to the point that I started to fall victim to the thing that I like to call games that you do not have overwatching. Basically, what it is, what I don't know if there's actually a term for this or anything like that, so I'm sorry that this rant has been going on for forever, but I need to let this out. I need to tell you guys what's going on, because there's going to be a lull in videos, and I mean, you should have been expecting that. And I know it's weird because the current video is not landscape or anything, it's portrait. It's because I'm recording this on my phone. You can't tell because the audio is different. Anyways, so I will just say this now to try to wrap up what I'm going to say. Videos are going to be delayed till I get back. There may be some series that just abruptly end here because I don't know what to do in all of them. The forest one is probably gone. So we'll probably do another world of that, but instead of the way we were doing it, we're gonna do the one where I leave the island, but instead, of just, I'm going to get off the island and get the I think the bad ending or something like that. Or we're just gonna get an ending. We're just gonna get an ending, and after that, that's where the game ends. That's where I stop there. That's the end of that series, kind of thing. So that one's gonna be very short. Don't expect me to try to drag it out. I'm going to be trying to do it as fast as I can, as few episodes as I can. Sorry, I'm ranting and I'm getting my throat dried here, because I won't stop talking. Okay, next thing. I don't know when my computer's coming back, so I don't know when these videos are going to restart. Simple as that. As soon as I get word of my computer being on its way back to me, I will put out another one of these videos saying, hey,
my computer's coming back. It'll be a few days to reset. It might be a day or two to set up. But if I'm not, already in school when it's coming back, that weekend, that Saturday, I will be recording videos, and I will try to do maybe like a double content week to get myself back to the flow of recording and to make up for this past week. Next point. I am going to be very, very anxious for about tomorrow in a little bit, and I mean I don't have anything to put out or any videos other than this to put out. I just want to say that I don't know how I'm gonna be if my computer comes back during the week. I don't know how I'm gonna be in those videos. I might be different than I am now because I'm annoyed, but I'm calming down now, obviously, because I'm like I may be loud and my tone of voice may not have changed, but I am very definitely calming down. Final thing I'd say is that cat. Well, there's going to probably be another lull in videos if it comes to the point that, this Sunday was the only planned D&D day, because next weekend is the first meeting of the Pokemon D&D. There's going to be a few people over to flush out characters on that Saturday, which means that there'll probably be some content that's not D&D. That's if I get my computer back during the week, that there'll be probably some content that's not D&D that has the people from D&D in it, which is new, and it'll be exciting because I haven't had more than one person in a video that wasn't D&D for a long time. Most of my video content has switched to being single person, and I know that. So that'll be exciting if my computer comes back during this week. That is exactly what's going on right now. I don't think I missed anything, other than maybe I watched a video on people that are in Texas currently too stupid to listen to fire alarms. If you hear your fire alarm, don't roll over in bed 30 minutes later to go over and turn it off. Go check what's causing it to go off, unless it's just the battery. If it's just the battery, change it there so you're not sitting awake to beep, 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 or whatever the sound is. That's just a PSA for you, because apparently that's too hard for some people over in Texas or something. I don't know. My phone's about to die, so I'm going to stop this video now. So it's almost 13 minutes. It's 13 minutes and probably about 13 minutes 30 seconds of me ranting to you guys about stuff that's going on, but I just needed you to know. I needed you to know. There was nothing I could do because I was too stupid to not have tea directly next to my computer. Actually, no. I had it on my computer. I had the teacup on my computer. I then decided to move my computer first instead of the tea. That was my mistake. Is that I tried to move the computer and the tea. The tea was unbalanced, so it fell over right on its front. I grabbed it, put it down, wiped my keyboard down, thinking it was fine. A few minutes later, I go to continue watching YouTube. Shuts off. That's exactly what happened. My mistake, I didn't unplug it immediately. I didn't turn it off immediately, so I don't know what's fried. They were saying the motherboard's fried, but it turned back on. The next day, it turned back on later that day. Turned back on. And kind of proved that it was working. I was able to move around in games, and the games were running absolutely fine, but it was the keyboard that wasn't working. And it took like maybe 10 minutes to turn on in total. When it was turning on in under a minute, literally, right before that day. So, I don't know what's going on. I guess this is it for the video. Thank you guys so much for listening in to the struggles that it is dealing with my life, because I am an idiot and everybody else around me is stupid, or too busy, or quote unquote too busy, or just doesn't want to, simply. Or they have stupid parents, to trying to make this literally my life a living hell when it comes to trying to make content at a regular basis. So hopefully we get the D&D stuff back. That'll be probably the Pokemon D&D starting up pretty much about like a week into the actual, like maybe the second week into that. So if it comes to it and I start, doing D&D for longer than 4 hours, because we usually do 4 episodes, if we can start getting people to arrive earlier and start earlier, we may be able to go till later, because a lot of the times people usually have to leave by 6, which means that we have people that are like, oh, yeah, by the way, I have a curfew of 5 o'clock. Can I go? And then we are missing one person, and everybody's like, oh, great, now we're missing that person who was just giving us energy. It's not always the same person. It's been a few different people multiple times. So I understand that. It probably will be Connor nowadays, because he does bring someone back from work who, I believe, actually their work stops at 5:18 or something like that. Some weird number like that. Some weird time. So yeah. I'm just making this video, keep y'all in the loop. If it gets to the point that I can start recording more D&D, which the plan is that if the Pokemon D&D starts this next weekend, it will be held off till the next session, or uploading will be held off to the next session of the normal D&D, and if the Space D&D is gone, I'm going to rework the entire thing, because I did not have everything ready by the time that it was starting. And we did have someone get kicked out of 2 D&Ds when they should only be really kicked out of 1, so la-di-da. And yeah, so we'll see how it is. Sans was the person that was kicked out. I should have only taken him out of the normal D&D, but instead I did it with the space one as well, when there's only 3 episodes of that exist. Or maybe, yeah, 3 episodes that exist, so it was like 3 episodes in, or 4th episode, suddenly there's only 3 people you're listening to. Me, and then Court, Nami, and Mason. It's like, where'd Sans go? And, it would have been like, here comes a whole series of videos where it's only 3 people in a room. And somebody was planned to replace, but now with it being gone, I don't know who's going to replace. I don't want the Space D&D being large. I don't want the Pokemon D&D being large. It's going to be 5 people, if you include me, in the D&D, the Pokemon D&D. So, and I'm capping it off there, because I don't want it to turn into the normal D&D, which is already hard enough with so many people there. And it's very hard to make sure that everybody gets an equal amount of talking, because, last few times I realized that Mason was very left out of a few things. He even went on his phone multiple times and was listening to YouTube for a while in a few different episodes. I think we do even call him out on it, so please be mindful of that. That we're trying, I'm trying to make it so that everybody's, more represented in each of the D&Ds. We had, people who are kind of being the main characters of sections, like, Rec was supposed to be there for the island, but then, with how it was in trying to add someone else, we had to get back, so we did a whole extra session. It would have been 1 episode getting back. You guys have already seen these episodes, and this is why I'm talking about a lot of D&D, because it's Sunday right now. I just realized that was the one thing I'm missing, is that this D&D was almost rushed, in the sense of it was almost rushed for the end of it. The end of the section they were just on, where they were on the island where the Arakocra are from in this world. So be prepared for the new character coming in, and yeah, there's not much change going on in it at all. I did start making the world bigger, but they're luckily not on a continent that connects to one area that is getting bigger, kind of thing. So I don't really have to worry about that, or you guys don't have to worry about that, because I'm planning on keeping them on this continent for a long time. very long time. So be prepared for other continents to be. I think I have 2 or 3 continents planned to add. So the world is getting a lot bigger. It's not like, oh, it's an area added onto this continent. It's 2 to 3 whole continents being added. So towns, cities, stuff like that. So I want you guys to be prepared for that. Yeah. I mean, this is also as a message to the other people, the people in the D&D. So yeah. Anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching this long rant. I know I already tried to close it out at 14 minutes, but now we're here at 20. But yeah. It's what we got. It's what we got. And yeah. Jesse's staring at me. My cat Henry went somewhere. Blue, the recording cat, is now about to sit on laundry that I have to kick him off. Hold on. No. No, you're not laying on laundry. You lay here in your cat bed. Jerk. There we go. Lay down. Laying down. Anyways, yeah. Thank you guys for watching. Sorry for the rather inept way I recorded this, especially with the swearing earlier on, which I'm very sorry about, but I cannot edit that out on my phone here because my computer has my my editing software. You know where that is. So yeah. Bye guys. I'll see you when I get word of my computer coming back, or you'll hear from me when I see my computer getting back. Bye bye.